10 fives. Like, just the bid just went absurdly up. And he looked away, and we just all started laughing. And he wasn't really trying to be funny, but it was just so funny. Mateos, nothing funny about an ace-king suited, especially if you find ace-jack in front of you. Oh, and Patrick jamming. Things could come undone in a hurry here as he's run into the conquistador. Oh, boy.
I mean, listen, Mateos is opening a lot of hands.
Yes.
Patrick has a good hand at 13 blinds and just wants to take it down. And very defensible, sensible play, but Mateos had it. That's the... I mean, yesterday this was the same. This is how you win tournaments as well. Yesterday, what's his name? Paulie V, right? Paulius. He just had it in a bunch of spots too, you know? You make hands, and that's the way it goes. And Mateos is a massive favorite to just catapult up even higher.
8.5 million in the middle. No opportunities on the turn. Just the hook will keep Patrick in place.
And winning this pot is going to be a kind of the blow-away experience. I mean, Mateos is now going to be like 15 million, more than double Bogdanov, and like 4x all that cluster of players down at 3 and 4 million. So he's really starting to run away with it now, and a lot of these players are going to be eyeing second place. Let me stay alive. Let me get up to third or second.
By the way, Peters, how improbable is him outlasting the likes of Antonius, who ends up laying claim to the 7th place slot. Not that which he had his eye on, 198,000, but a head of steam, if you know what I mean, as he departs the final table and leaves behind 6 to do battle, 271,500 on lockup. For Patrick, he adds to his career Triton earnings of 5.2 million, denied his second title here in his 15th cash, as he is now 1 for 3 in Jeju.
No, that's small blind.
There's a look at that total prize pool distribution, that which remains of it, brought to you by betacr.eu.
Big table.
Yeah.
Peters has just unagi'd his way into the top 6.
Yeah, and he's just neck and neck with all 4. Vieira, Gottlieb, Peters, and Hagiev, all clustered. So, I mean, why not third at this point? We just let Mateos smash, and we keep laddering up.
I mean, if you're going to carry me into these pay jumps, I'm ready for it.
Have you ever kind of had, you've been at a tournament and had that feeling you're really short? You just look at the guy like Mateos right now with his massive chip lead, and you're like, smash, buddy. Let's go.
Well,
let me ride your coattails.
It's a little bit of like, I'm helping you help me, because I'm out here allowing you to ICM leverage and then potentially get somebody into a disastrous collision while I wait it out.
Yeah.
Right?
Like, let's go, Mateos. Just smash these guys.
A bit of a cooler there for Antonius. First the 6 on the river, and then ace-jack into ace-king. And you see how quickly the tide can turn at an FT for even the best of them.
I just want second. You can win.
Christian in the chat says, Patrick busting before Peters is a crime. Well, that's the way that the cookie crumbles. Like Rast pointed out, there's going to be a lot of opens for Adrian. We see here taking a walk. And Patrick realizing that, activated and just ran into it.
Chips. Fucking shit. Let me get the other half and then we'll speak.
Yeah, I mean, There's 6 left. 6th is 271.5. 2nd is 790K. So it's worth a lot.
Yeah.
Staying alive and coming in 2nd now.
Each successive rung up the pay ladder,
Good deal.
worth more and more as we see Gottlieb rip. Jack 10 suited. Take it.
Or 3, maybe 3.
By the way, you know, 2 shorter stacks than Gottlieb and Peters and Hagiev. 3, actually. Vieira as well. So, you know, those all-ins get a little dicey. I know it's a fairly tightly packed foursome there, but...
And I love this move that Mateos is doing right now. This is the all-pro move.
Talk to me.
When you have, he has just like mounds of chips. It's probably like you've got to go to the side to look at your cards, all those white chips that are, and he's just, can I get a color up? It's the all-pro. It's like, I don't need to have mounds of chips here, like, to feel good about myself, to intimidate my opponents. Like, I just want, you know, I want to be able to easily count how much I have. I don't want to be in the way when I'm looking at my cards. Let's get a color up. I love it. Love to see it.
Vieira mucks the 3s, and
No, those-
Hagiev looks down at 5s in the face of the min raise from Bogdanov and off of the shortest remaining stack. He wants to think it over.
Listen, Ollie, you know the people I'm talking about who just need to keep all the smallest chips in the tournament, and they
Yes,
have tons,
me.
and you're just like,
I
Bro.
want a mount. I want my stack to encroach upon your RFID reader. I want it to force you to scoot over, right? I want the dealer to have to move the flop. That's how many chips I want in front of me. I want to say
buddy,
min raise.
you're the problem, Ollie.
Listen, I want to say min raise and have 6 installments. You know, stack, stack.
He went
stack.
for it. He went for it, and Peters could be laddering up yet again. Ran into it, and Julian's going to be a little annoyed to see 5s, not a hand he's dominating. Hand that's actually a small favorite.
Yeah, you can see there by 8%. But he's going to have to fade 5 in a 5.6 million chip pot.
Julian's big scarf energy has been strong, though. I feel like he's going to win this as a small underdog.
Let's see. And the king on the flop. Your spidey senses were tingling. Note, though, Bogdanov, grizzled. No response whatsoever. Hagiev, a very different story with the 5s. Wincing and now bracing. 9 on the turn. Can Ramin find the 2-outer? No. Board double pairs. And ace king. Bests 5-5. Leaving Hagiev as your 6th place finisher. Not far removed from the loss of Patrick Antonius, and in busting after Patrick, he's able to earn an additional, let's call it 73,000 and change. 271.5. Heading back to Baku with Ramin Hagiev, but certainly he'll be back. Plenty of events left on his docket here in Jeju. Hagiev adding to his career Triton track record, 4.3 million plus coming into this one. No second title for him. 4th cash, 358,000. Now the lockup. Note the jump. Almost 100 dimes, Rasty. 94 to be exact.
Ooh. We're getting into the jump territory.
It's getting serious out there.
Yeah.
And the bigger the jumps, the more the ICM pressure that can be applied. Sixes for JV.
I mean, I think this is a hand you just pile it in and take your chances. It's pretty brutal to raise fold this. It's a little too good. Curious what Joao's going to come with, though. I'm sure he's very practiced in these spots from all his online tournament playing, but it seems like a rip to me. You still got to win chips, even though you'd love to stay alive.
And even though you hate being to El Conquistador's right here, as he just keeps you
But see, all in kind of takes some of that power
Exactly.
away from him.
Just
Can't get carried away with it, but we got to win chips.
looking to break free of the
So it's not
ICM
a,
shackles.
this is the pseudo all in. This is the I make it 2 million. If Mateos goes all in and someone calls, I can still fold, but I'm basically all in. If it's a heads up situation, I'm all in. Okay. Now what is Peters going to come with here? This is a dicey spot because, listen, normally against the typical chip EV range, this is a pretty easy call, but we've got risk premium. Joao's going to be tighter than normal, so, you know, I don't love risking my chips. Yeah, he folds. I'm not surprised. I'm not surprised. He's probably right.
Whatever you want. You don't have to like your full rack. You can have that. This is 5 million.
So 6.
This is such a misplay by Adrian. Color up, all pro move.
Dude, it's he's a beast.
I know.
Only
but,
beasts
you
do this.
know,
This is why tip of the hat, Adrian. Come on now.
Raz, stop GTOing this. Like,
There's
we
nothing
need
GTO
old